From the infamous brittle brown bricks to those light-up lightsabers that couldn't light up a dark closet, here are some of LEGO's biggest failures that almost bankrupted LEGO. When we talk about LEGO's big mess-ups, we might not immediately think about the quality of their bricks. Usually LEGO is praised for making top-notch stuff, but during the 2010s there were some problems. Some of the bricks weren't as sturdy as they should have been, especially the dark brown ones. People even started calling them brittle brown because they were so fragile. Firstly, in 1996, LEGO dropped the fiber optic multi-set, set 8456, like it's the next big thing. You're thinking, wow, fiber optics in LEGO, that's gonna be lit. But sorry to disappoint, those fiber optics were just fancy plastic tubes hooked up to some LED lights. The set's got a helicopter with a glowing jet engine, a speedboat with glowing spark plugs, and even a dragster and a beetle. But those parts cost more to make than the whole set. LEGO went, hey, let's light up some plastic tubes and charge a fortune for it. Needless to say, it crashed harder than a LEGO tower built by a toddler. High production costs, limited functionality, and unattractive features. I literally feel like LEGO tried to blind us with science, but ended up just making us laugh at their expense. Alright, let's talk about the second failure, LEGO Snap. It was LEGO's attempt at competing with K'NEX. They saw K'NEX doing their thing and thought, hey, we can do that too. So they whipped up these fancy Snap pieces that were supposed to let you build all sorts of cool stuff like bridges and whatnot. But they weren't bad, but they weren't great either. It's like trying to compete in a pizza making contest with frozen pizza. Sure, it's pizza, but it's not gonna win any awards, I swear. LEGO even threw in those pricey Technic motors and some sets which probably cost them an arm and a brick. So yeah, Snap ended up being in a big flop. The third one is the LEGO Scala, where the bricks had an identity crisis. Before releasing it, LEGO must have thought, hey, you know what the world needs? A doll line with a sprinkle of LEGO. So they resurrected this ancient line from '79. They must have thought it would be a hit, but actually Scala barely even felt like LEGO. It was mostly dolls and accessories. It's like trying to turn a sandwich into a salad, just doesn't quite work. Also in the late 90s, they started using flower-shaped studs on the bricks. Flower power, anyone? So yeah, Scala was like that weird cousin at the family reunion, kind of related to LEGO, but not fitting in, and surprise surprise, it flopped. This is not everything. We still have the fourth failure in the form of the wild ride that was the LEGO Bionicle reboot of 2015 to 2016. LEGO thought that they could bring the Bionicle magic and reignite our childhood nostalgia, but not really. However, it did bring back our favorite biomechanical heroes, the Toa, and promises epic adventures in a rebooted Bionicle universe. We were all hyped up, ready to relive our childhood dreams of battling Makuta, but it didn't quite fit in. The sets just didn't stack up. Sure, the sets looked cool at first glance, but once you started building, it was like trying to solve a riddle from Taruga Anua. And let's not even get started on the storyline, it was way too confusing. For the fifth failed set, let's jump into the wild ride of LEGO Video in 2021. It was sort of a crazy adventure that had us scratching our heads. Like a superstar, LEGO Video burst onto the scene, promising to blend bricks and beats into a DJ Master Woo-worthy masterpiece. But because it was like trying to mix oil and water, no matter how hard we shook it, the fusion didn't quite hit the right note. We thought making music videos with LEGO minifigures would be the bomb, but we were caught by surprise. And about the augmented reality feature, it was a total disaster. It glitched like a scratch CD, leaving us wondering if we were busting moves or just stumbling over our own 2 feet. In the end, LEGO Video vanished. Maybe LEGO should have stuck to building blocks and let the DJs handle the tunes. Let's move on to the sixth failed step, which is LEGO's early video game blunders. With weird controls and graphics that seemed drawn by a toddler, these games were so disappointing. Take LEGO Island 2 for example. It was meant to be the ultimate LEGO game, but it turned out to be a total mess, making you wish for a real tropical getaway instead. As we are talking about games, let's just take LEGO Island 2: The Brickster's Revenge 2001. The original LEGO Island was a hit with its fun mini-games and quirky characters. But in the sequel, it's like all the fun got sucked out. Playing as Pepper is okay, but the mini-games are boring and the sounds are annoying, and don't even get me started on the bad PlayStation version. It's like playing with bricks underwater. They could have at least given us some cool characters, but nope, we're stuck with stiff animations and weird voices. LEGO Island deserved better. It's like they built a castle out of bricks but forgot to put the fun inside. Have you heard about LEGO Primo, or you might know LEGO Duplo, right? This seventh LEGO failure is the baby of the LEGO family that nobody asked for. Those big chunky bricks for toddlers? Well, LEGO must have looked at that and thought, how can we make something even more childish? This Primo was designed for babies so young they probably mistook the bricks for teething toys. Not really though. It wasn't even compatible with regular Lego bricks. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, it just doesn't work. So while Duplo was out there rocking it with the toddlers, Primo was chilling in its baby corner wondering why nobody wanted to play with it. The 8th one will take you on a journey back to 2011 when LEGO dropped the LEGO Master Builder Academy set. They thought that they were going to train a whole army of LEGO masterminds. The set was like Hogwarts for LEGO builders, promising to unlock the secrets of the brick universe and turn us all into building wizards. But for real, it was like signing up for Hogwarts and getting stuck in Muggle Studios. No doubt it had some cool lessons and fancy techniques, but let's be real, it was no defense against the dark arts. And then the set was only around for a hot minute, like a shooting star that burned out too soon. By 2013, it was gone. So why did it fail? Maybe LEGO underestimated our magical potential, or maybe we just weren't ready to become LEGO sorcerers. Either way, the Master Builder Academy vanished at the end. In August 2014, LEGO introduced the world to LEGO Fusion, which turned out to be the 9th one in the list of failures. It was a groundbreaking concept that combined physical brick building with digital gaming, but alas, like a poorly constructed LEGO tower, LEGO Fusion quickly crumbled into obscurity by September 2014, leaving behind a trail of disappointed builders. Perhaps it was the awkward combination of physical bricks and digital screens, like trying to mix oil and water, or maybe it was the frustration of scanning your masterpiece only to have it glitch out and turn into a pixelated mess, but let's not think too much. After all, LEGO Fusion gave us some hilarious memes about the struggle of trying to make technology and creativity play nicely together. For the 10th set, we have LEGO Theme Park Sales, where dreams of building your own mini brick-filled Disneyland came crashing down like a roller coaster with missing tracks. From June 1st, 2005 to June 28th, 2019, LEGO enthusiasts eagerly awaited the chance to recreate the magic of their favorite theme parks at home. But the reality was more like waiting in lines for hours only to find out the ride is closed for maintenance. It was the disappointment of realizing you couldn't actually ride the LEGO roller coasters or taste the LEGO cotton candy. It was the frustration of trying to build a miniature version of Space Mountain only to end up with something that looked more like a sad pile of bricks. But fear not, because even though LEGO Theme Park Sales may be a thing of the past, the memories of our failed attempts at theme park greatness will live on forever. Just like that time we tried to build a LEGO version of It's a Small World and ended up with a not-so-small disaster. On number 11, we have the infamous LEGO Super Jumpers, the little plastic trampolines that were supposed to make our LEGO superheroes soar through the skies like majestic bricks, but instead turned them into crash-landing failures. From 2015 to 2016, these spring-loaded devices were supposed to give our beloved minifigures the power of flight. Instead, they threw them into walls, ceilings, and unsuspecting siblings. Launching a tiny plastic figure into the air with the force of a rocket might not have been the best idea. It was like giving a penguin wings and expecting it to fly gracefully. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. But these super jumpers gave us some hilarious YouTube videos of minifigures crashing and burning. It turned out like watching a superhero audition for America's Funniest Home Videos and failing spectacularly. In 2010, LEGO introduced LEGO Photo, aiming to turn our photos into brick mosaics. But who knew it was going to end up being the 12th failed set? However, what appeared as a pixel-perfect idea turned out to be a disaster. LEGO Photo left us with mosaics resembling abstract art gone wrong, similar to building a LEGO masterpiece with only half the bricks. The reason behind its failure is that it transformed precious memories into blocky blobs that weren't exactly what we had hoped for. It felt like attempting to turn a potato into a Picasso. Ambitious, yet ultimately disappointing. But worry not, despite leaving us with mosaics resembling toddler creations with Duplo bricks, LEGO Photo did gift us with some hilarious memes. It's akin to aiming for a masterpiece and ending up with a finger painting, not what you expected, but still amusing. Moving on to number 13, we have LEGO Light Up Lightsabers. In a galaxy not so far, far away, LEGO attempted to bring the Force to life with light up lightsabers. But alas, the journey of the bright side turned into a dark comedy of errors. Here's why these illuminating toys flickered out faster than a faulty hyperdrive. Firstly, these lightsabers were more dim than a flickering candle on Dagobah. Instead of vibrant colors, they emitted a sad glow reminiscent of a glowworm with low self-esteem. Even Yoda couldn't find the light in these sabers. It was supposed to light up in the dark, but it wasn't able to do the favors. LEGO Light Up lightsabers quickly became a collector's item. Not for their rarity, but because everyone wanted to get rid of them. It's pretty impressive how LEGO bounced back from these major mess-ups, isn't it? Failures can actually be a stepping stone to getting better. So, if you're curious about how LEGO keeps churning out cooler and better sets, stick around with us to find out more.